G'day, we're David and Paula. Like many people, we've been working hard for many years and we're too young to retire, but we've decided to take a gap year from work. We've bought a new van and we're doing a lap right around Australia. Morning. Hey, g'day.
G'day.
So that's it for the geographic centre of Australia. So Lambert's geographic centre of Australia. It's one of 5 centres of Australia. I haven't told Paula this. We've driven all this way out for just one of the 5.
We're going to 5?
We've got 4 more to go.
No.
Yeah. Because you don't know which one was right. It's just very difficult, people determining the exact centre of Australia, because it's an odd shape. So this one's the gravitational centre of Australia, and there's a few others, and a couple of the others are all actually not too far from here. So that sort of says that, you know, that they're all sort of broadly right in this area. So we won't go and look at those. One isn't really the centre of Australia, right? It's just where the geodetic mapping started. So it's just happened to be the place that they started. And there's one up somewhere up near Alice Springs, I think. But anyway, we're not going back there. So rest assured, Paula, that's it. This is the one we think.
Okay.
Right? This is the next level Oz geographic centre of Australia.
Good.
Okay. Good. Paula enjoyed it here, but it's time to go, and we don't need to do this too many times, do we? All right, look.
Oh, budgies.
Look.
Oh, I didn't get them.
They're green budgies here, aren't they?
Yeah, they're pretty.
Yeah, and the whole flock's of them. We haven't seen that many budgies on this trip. The last time we were in the NT,
we saw them everywhere.
We saw them everywhere. Maybe we were near more water and it was the right season, I don't know. Anyway, we won't bore you with the trip out because, not surprisingly, it looks remarkably like the trip in. And we're just got to be careful. We've got the van on, so I don't want to scratch it. Excuse me, that's the dust. Let's see how we go. Next stop is the Coober Roadhouse. We're not stopping there.
It's filling up.
We're just going to fill up with fuel, and then we'll keep moving. All right, we've got a good 40 minutes of this crawling through this bush track. On that note,
see you later.
again from the Northern Territory. Hello again. Make a decision. Bye. Right, let's hit the Frog and Toad.
This is just absolutely insane. Good morning. We're about halfway between Alice Springs and Coober Pedy. What a beautiful morning. So we're in a place called Agnes Creek Rest Area. So like it's one of the roadside rest stops. Yeah, it's no great shakes, the actual rest stop itself, but out the back there's sort of quite a large sort of paddock sort of creek line area that camping's allowed overnight here. And we got here, it was a bit warm yesterday afternoon, not unbearably so, but just trying to find a spot which was sort of flat and with just a little bit of shade as we pulled in. A few budgerigars in the tree over the top of us, they were sort of watching us sort of curiously chirping away, and we've woken up to corellas and galahs and all sorts of bird noises this morning. Yeah, it's quite lovely. Yeah, it won't feel the same in about 2 hours, but we'll be on the road by then. We're going to head south to Coober Pedy, but this is just a reminder why we like some of the free camping along the way. It's just yeah, lovely way to wake up with all the bird noises.
Hey, so we've just got a long, relatively straight drive south today. It was a good free camp, wasn't it?
It was?
We woke up to all the bird sounds.
Yeah, it was good.
Trying to get Polly out of bed this morning because of daylight saving, so it was 7 o'clock, it was still dark, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Across the border, the cows have gone off their milk, the curtains are faded. Anyway, we'll head south, so we're heading to Coober Pedy. Now we've been thinking about sort of changing our plans. We were going to head back up across to Birdsville. We're a bit late. We are much later than in the season than we thought we'd be doing this. We spent a day yesterday changing wheels because we got sliced up a little bit in the sidewall for one of our car tyres, and we were able to keep it pumped up and that sort of stuff. But again, once you've done a bit of damage to the tyre, you don't want to sort of press the friendship. So we eventually got in to the free camp, and we really didn't have any plans after Coober Pedy particularly locked in, did we?
No.
No. So we thought, oh well, we better make some plans. And we've done a lot of remote stuff, a lot of relatively hard roads, and there's lots more we'd like to do. Stress-Lecky, Udna down a track, Birdsville track, they'd all be good to do, but we've also just got to think about what we're going to do along the way. And we've seen a lot of savannah, arid sort of country, so we sort of thought we want a bit of a change. So we're thinking we might actually pick up some of the stuff around the southeast that we didn't get to do on the way down to Tasmania. So anyway, we haven't locked it in for sure, but we know we've kept the van serviced while we've been driving, but we're sort of due another service for the van, and we're not due another service for the car yet. It's got long service intervals, but in Geraldton we brought the service interval forward, and we'll probably do it again. So all of that considered, we sort of thought, oh well, let's go and do Coober Pedy, that'll be interesting, and then we'll confirm our plans after that. But we might start heading back towards the coast. So anyway, not completely locked in, but that's the flexibility you have when you're on the road. You get to make some choices and decide where you want to go next.
Yeah.
So we've enjoyed this centre of Australia. We enjoyed the Cape. We've enjoyed all of those places inland, no question. And you don't get to do everything all in one lap. So we sort of thought, oh well, let's have a bit of a break potentially from the arid stuff, and maybe head back towards the coast. But anyway, we'll confirm that after Coober Pedy.
Queen's Road.
That was the first owner, which his name is Tom, and we still retain the Tom. So $100 per year. You can be 16 years old and you can have your permit.
There's a $1,000 penalty to go onto someone's registered claim. And if you have liquid underneath it, it's going to follow that.
Degrees this morning. The wind slowed down a little bit, so while we've been here, and when we got here it was stinking hot the first day. Didn't need the air conditioning. Then it got really windy, so it was dust everywhere, and we don't get dust in the van as we're travelling, but we definitely got some dust in. That was just being carried in the air from the windy. And then sort of the weather changed yesterday, sort of a bit more mild. But this morning it's cool. Daylight saving has sort of thrown us out a little bit. It's 10 to 7, so with the light around here and sunrise sort of after 7, it's just confusing us a little bit.
Looks like every normal kitchen,
Sort of.
except the walls are different.
It looks like a very 70s kitchen. So
Yeah, it does look
it's got the
70s.
stippling on the roof, eh? And,
Bring back memories. My nan had those.
yeah. Yeah, my name will have one.
Oh, and those.
What are you doing around? Sounds like a bit of a force of nature. She got here at the rough and tumble time of Coober Pedy, and set up a cafe, and then sort of built this house. The cafe collapsed from a willy. Then she sort of set up a mine, then set up an Opal sort of museum, and made some money, and then eventually sort of moved away and bought a pub. So she certainly sounds like a very independent sort of force of nature. Yeah, so when these things were first built, they lined the walls with plaster, but all the plaster's peeled away. And these days, the people at the other location were telling us that these days they just seal the walls and sort of leave them sort of natural, but with a ceiling. So, what do you think? Interesting?
It's interesting.
She certainly sounded like a.
Well, you wait till you
bit
keep
of a tough
going.
force of nature. It's so 70s, isn't it?
It is. It's actually nice.
Oh, do you think so?
No, I wouldn't want to live in it, but it's bringing back memories.
Yeah.
When I was a child,
Living in a hole and
my grandparents' place. No, it's the furnishings and stuff, and the pictures and stuff. The copper art.
The copper art, wow. And the bar. Cellar and a bar. The indoor swimming pool.
Yeah.
I don't think this is underground, this bit.
No, it's not.
This bit's this is the outdoor bit.
But it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, so 20 years she was here. Oh, she moved to Laidley, so that's like the Lockyer Valley, isn't it?
Exchange Hotel.
Yeah. Interesting, isn't it?
Yes.
He also did the Serbian Church, so that's how they got the Orthodox shape into the ceiling.
Other right.
Yeah, so this was Fays' mine, and apparently she did get some millions of dollars worth of opals
Yes.
out of here. So that obviously paid for the pub at Laidley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So do you want to move to Coober Pedy and make our millions in opal?
No.
No, definitely not.
No.
No, okay, never mind. All right. So that 50 by 50 plot that I staked out, it's just going to have to stay there now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Done your day.
I've done my day. So apparently they could mine on their own yards in those days up until the 70s, so they didn't have to stake out a separate claim. That was Fays' place and Fays' mine. And interesting story. She sounded like an interesting character.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
So this was the original shaft down into Fays' mine. And people used to just climb up and down with a rope, and then they take the rope away so that other people couldn't just access their mines that easily. But tons and tons of stories of people sort of hopping into other people's mines and the threat of doing it. So it was a bit of a rough old town. And we've done a couple of mining related things at Coober Pedy. We've had a bit of a look around the town.
Yep.
We looked at the Serbian Church.
Yeah.
The town doesn't get prettier,
No.
day or night.
No.
It's not a pretty town. It's some interesting stories. It was obviously a rough old town in its time. Different sorts of P's and Q's here, isn't there?
Yes.
If you come here, and particularly if it's late in the season, you just got to be patient and just deal with Coober Pedy time. Things
aren't necessarily slick. You just sort of deal with it. So some interesting stories. But I think I've seen enough of Coober Pedy now. I think it's time to head down the highway and have a stop over tonight.
Yep.
And then we'll just keep making our way south and towards the coast.
Yeah.
Right. Right, where to now?
Towards Adelaide.
Towards Adelaide? Alright. But not today.
Not today.
Alright.
Got about 3 hours of driving.
South.
Okay. Morning.
Essentially 4 months now in arid country, corrugated roads, dry, dusty, and then you head to some of the things we've just been doing. It's very different, isn't it, coming into a wine area. And this one, Valhalla, we sort of found, which is sort of at the back of the cricket football oval. Again, thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, 100% of our YouTube advertising revenue goes to charity.